Hey, Carlster fans, how's it going? Um, can we say I'm kind of dreaming of a white Halloween? um, I just got done watching the weather forecast on the local news, and then they said snow for Halloween, and they're saying a dusting. Um, okay, that's different. Um, I'm not used to snow on Halloween, but okay. Uh, now, I would rather have snow on Christmas. um, yeah. See, okay. My philosophy is if it snows one day a year up here in Lansing, Michigan, if it snows one day a year, the only day of the year that I would like it to snow is on Christmas. Now, I don't have any control of the weather, unfortunately. That's all up to God up there. Um, so yeah, that is very very interesting. I am not used to that. Um, Normally I'll go over and hand out candy at my mom's house, but since the weather is going to be nasty, and I know there's not going to be very many trick or treaters, then I know for a fact that I'm not going. So, I've already made it up to the, I already made up my decision, so I'm not going over there this year. Maybe next year. Um, because I enjoy seeing all the little guys all dressed up in their cute costumes, and the most adorablest thing is when you have a baby and you dress them up. Oh, that is so adorable. Um, that is one thing that I like. I just love babies. Babies are the best gift from God that you could ever get, and babies are awesome. Um, Now, uh, let me have a little talk about me and Old Man Winter. Me and Old Man Winter do not get along very well. Uh, um, I do not do well in very cold weather. Um, I have horrible knees, and I'm not trying to whine and procrastinate about this, but I have horrible knees, and my knees do not do well in the cold. They never have and they never will. And part of that is because of I am so tall. Now, I get the tall part from my mom's side of the family. That is why I'm tall. I am 6'3". That is how tall I am. Uh so, when you're tall, it doesn't really help um your legs or your knees or your hips, like pretty much any of your joints, um, down to the lower extremities, half of your body. Um, Now, um, I also have shoulder problems, but that's a different story. But it's a pain in the butt for me to get up off the floor. Oh yes, but I manage. It's there, so I manage. Is it fun? No. But sometimes, you gotta sit on the floor for various reasons. or you have to try to bend down and get something off the floor. And then at that point, with you being tall, at that point, if your back is hurting, then you can't really um, get up very well. So then you got to sit on the floor and work on what you were doing on the floor. So, but anyway, um, I would have to say, what was it? I think it was either the second year or the third year I lived here. We had a bad ice storm. In the current apartment that I live in, we had a very bad ice storm, and it knocked out the power for, it felt like 2 weeks, but it was a few days. And our lovely director of our power organization around here decided that he was going to go on vacation in uh, New York. So he was not here directing people what they should be doing. So at that point, yes, he did lose his job. But anyway, so during that ice storm, Mary, who is our cook here, yes, I know how to cook. Um, and just because I'm disabled doesn't mean I don't know how to cook. Yes, I know how to cook. Um, I will explain the whole situation on how this place works in a different video. But our cook, because I'm on a meal program, our cook um, made chili. We were here without power. We had no heat. Okay. So, because of me not having heat here, um, I had to go over to my mom's house. Guess what I got? I got pneumonia because it got so cold in this house. And I had pneumonia really bad. That was the first time I have ever had pneumonia, and hopefully it is the last time I have had pneumonia because that was no fun. So they should have kept me in the hospital, but they didn't. They told me go home. So I go home and well, first of all, I called my mother because I had no way else to go home and I wasn't going to stand and wait for the bus. So I called my mother and I told my mother what was going on, and she said, "Wait right there inside and I will come pick you up." And she took me home. Now, when I was in the ambulance, those lovely idiots or nincompoops thought that they could diagnose me with a bad cold. Yes, a bad cold. Um, got to the hospital and they checked me out for my pneumonia, and uh, and the doctor said, "What were those paramedics thinking?" And I said, "I don't know." I said, "They think that they can diagnose me." Well, you have to be very careful, especially having a disability. You have to be very careful with the way people are diagnosing you. Now, it is technically not the job of a paramedic to diagnose you. They have to look at your symptoms and tell them what's going on. They cannot sit there and say, "Oh, well, we just think he's got a bad cold." They can't do that. Um, they just all they have to do is tell the symptoms to the hospital of what's going on. So they got me there. Of course, I couldn't breathe, so I had to be on oxygen. Hello, that's the biggest bell ringing, bell ringing there. Hello, alarm bell. I need oxygen because pneumonia causes you not to breathe very well. I mean, it's hard to breathe when you have pneumonia. So, um, so the long end of the story short, the paramedics ended up getting in trouble, which made me happy because she had reported them. So um, that made me happy. But let's see. I have slipped and fallen. I don't know how many times on the ice. The when Michigan gets ice, let me tell you, we get ice because it's not fun. Um, it gets so slippery here that they don't even think about salting the city sidewalks here in Lansing. Um, and parts that are not owned by residences or that's not in front of a resident's house, which most of the time they are, but I think that the city should take it upon themselves to salt the sidewalks. Now, where I live, the sidewalks don't get plowed. Well, they don't get shoveled. Um, because there's this long stretch of sidewalk up to our corner store that does not get shoveled. There's a main stretch along in that area. And um, I have slipped and fallen, and I have hurt my knee. And of course, I have two bad knees, so that's no fun either. Um, so winter is definitely a season that I do not look forward to, but I know that I have to deal with it because I live in Michigan, and I'm just lucky that I don't live up north because northern Michigan can get quite a bit of snow. Now, um, when it comes to snow in northern Michigan, people literally have to get on the roofs and shovel the snow and scrape the ice off of the roof. So, in turn, that means wear and tear on the roof, and then that also means new roof. So, that's no fun either, but you know. But I will tell you guys more winter stories down the road when it gets closer to winter. But let me tell you, it sure has felt like winter here lately. It's been very cold outside. So I am going to sign off for the evening, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day tomorrow. For those of you who are going to work, please be safe or be safe in any endeavors of where you're going tomorrow. So this is the Carlster signing off, and keep it cool. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day tomorrow. Um, See you later, Carlster fans. Bye bye.